Hey guys, how you doing? See if I can get this camera right. But I got a pretty decent topic for y'all today, y'all, to help some folks out. I learned this lesson probably about 6-7 years ago. I was going to Atlanta and I was going up a hill. I was probably running about 72 miles per hour, and then my speed started dropping. And I started losing power to my truck. And I had been noticing that the fuel filter, the line had been going up, but because I didn't know much about a truck and it was, I just didn't know that when that filled up, that it was going to lose power, because I was like, well, I only got 3,000 miles left before I get an oil change and stuff. So I was thinking that, okay, that'll be fine until that time come. But what ended up happening is that my truck just kept on losing power, and it got way, I'm on 75, and I just was going probably about 25 miles per hour. So I had to pull aside the road, and it was Friday also, so I wanted to kind of get the load off and then come on home. So what ended up happening is I ended up calling a dispatcher that was an old driver. He had been driving about 20 years, but he had been a dispatcher about 5. And I called him, and he was like, okay, you 5 miles away from a shop that we can get you to. If you can make it to this shop, I'm going to tell you what to do, driver. So I got out. He said, turn the knob off. It's a knob at the bottom of the fuel filter. Turn that, but make sure that you don't let all the gas, the fuel, leak out of that, or you're going to have to prime the engine. So the key detail, he said, don't let it go down too far. So I let it went down too far, and so I had to prime the engine for it to crank. It was a button up under there that you had to mash. So I mashed this button about 45 minutes. Probably taking like maybe a 5-6 minute break and just pump till my fingers and my arms get tired, man. So I was about to give up, and I just decided to say, I said a little prayer, and I began to pump that last time, man, and I got in my truck, and it crunk up. But my arm was felt like it was swole, and my arm was sore for like 3-4 weeks. I mean, I felt like my arm was felt like it was a Hellboy arm. If you ever saw that movie, it felt like I had an arm like that, man. It felt swollen and sore. So that's a mistake. That's something that if your fuel filter, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show y'all what it looked like for y'all who don't know. Hold up. Let me get everything straight. I'm gonna get out here. Show y'all what I'm talking about. Hold up. Yeah. See this fuel filter. When it get clogged, it'll get up here. It'll go up here, and your truck will go to losing power. If it get up way up here, it'll just gonna cut off. But yes, you see where mine's at. This is where I was supposed to have stopped it at. But I didn't stop it there. It got down to this. I had let it down into this where the little black rim was at. And so then I had to prime it. And it's a button. I done forgot where it's at, but it's probably a button on this engine. But the particular truck that happened on, it was a Mack truck, and it had like a little button that you had to just mash. It's some drivers will probably know about it, where that little button at, but he told me where that button was at, and it was like 5 in the morning, but If your truck losing power and you see that it's losing power, it's probably check and make sure your fuel filter is not clogged. And this thing right here, you know, you really have to just keep check on it. See, because when I was looking at it, it just kept on coming up, and then eventually it just boom. And see what it says on this right here is, I don't know if you can see the words, but it say change filter when it get up here. And see, I didn't know nothing about that until about 7 years ago. So, because I'm not really all that mechanically inclined, I just know when stuff ain't working right or running right. And that's about all I know. But I learned that on the road. A lot of things I learned that you know, need maintenance on my vehicle, whatever, I learned on the road. But that's one thing right there. If your truck losing power, make sure you check your fuel filter. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all spending that time with me. And I'm finna call it a day. I'm done with what I got to do today. But hopefully that helps someone. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. And if you got any tips to help anybody else, put it down there in the comment. Thanks. Peace.